In my household, we're big fans of French toast for breakfast. Sundays in particular, but sometimes during the week we have it too. But you can make your French toast in the oven. It's a fantastic, less mess, less work method for making French toast start to finish. So today, I'm going to share that method with you. Whisk together 4 eggs in a 9x13 baking dish, basically making the same custard that you would make for regular French toast. Add a 1.5 cups of whole milk. Then add a 1/4 cup of sugar. I have a 1/2 cup here. I'm going to use the rest for a berry topping later. Whisk that. Let it dissolve. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. You could also use a little bit of cinnamon if that's your preferred flavor, or you could do both. Sometimes we do that. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then just whisk it up. I like to make sure that the egg white is really fully broken up, because if it's not, it'll sort of stick there, and that's not very appealing. Then take 4 slices of brioche bread. If it's stale, that's even better. And it soaks for quite a while. It's a really, really saturated bread for this recipe. It's not like your normal where you just put it in, turn it over, and then put it into the pan. You should soak these for about 15 minutes on this first side, then turn it over and soak it for another 30 minutes. Do that in the refrigerator. So these have been soaking. I have a baking sheet here that I've lined with a Silpat, which is a non-stick baking mat. Brush that with some butter, about 2 tablespoons. You can do this directly on a baking sheet, but I find that if you have a Silpat, it's a fantastic tool to use here because they can stick a little bit, even with the butter. Now you're going to want to be careful when you transfer your soaked bread to the Silpat lined baking sheet, because they have been soaking for quite a while and they might be a little bit delicate. So you can use a spatula, if you have a flexible spatula, even better, to lift them right onto the baking sheet. So far, there hasn't been very much work, right? Get these right into a 350-degree oven and cook them until they're set and just a little bit golden on the bottom, 25 to 30 minutes. While you're waiting for your French toast to bake, you can make a nice little sauce to go with it. This is a berry sauce. I'm using 12 ounces of frozen raspberries and a 1/4 cup of sugar, the remaining sugar from before. Just mash them together. I kind of like to mash some and leave some whole. These berries have defrosted a little bit and a lot of the juice is coming out. You can certainly do this with fresh berries if they're available to you. Use 2 of those packages. Those are usually about 6 ounces with the same amount of sugar. Ta-da! Time to eat. The butter should keep them from sticking. If you want them a little bit more golden brown, you can just turn the broiler on at the very end to get a little bit more browning on the edges. Spoon some of your homemade raspberry sauce over the top. This just feels so special and fantastic. Super easy. Make it in the oven, French toast. I think it's going to be your new favorite recipe. Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click here if you want to subscribe, and click over here if you want to continue watching more great videos like this.